GeoBuiz Summit is a combination of two words. I know, let me take this opportunity to explain a bit. It's Buzz plus Biz. And we thought of combining that to make it GeoBuiz, which is probably talking about the technology developments and talking about the emerging business models. And when we talked about this, we thought of putting together a leadership summit in collaboration with several professional organizations who do represent stakeholders of different segments of the industry which we are in. And this buzz and biz is actually keeping us quite crazy. We were very comfortable in our couches for many years as surveyors or as GIS professionals. But several developments which are taking place much beyond our imagination is opening up a lot of opportunities as well as posing a lot of challenges to our community. And I would say that challenge is only how to harness that opportunity. Challenge is not a kind of obstacle, but it's just challenging our industry to harness that opportunity and make continuously more and more difference as well as contribution to our economy and society. So, well, we are at a GeoBuiz conference, but I thought today that I will try to be more textual rather than visuals, and a lot of speakers would actually talk about visuals a lot. We'll see a plethora of visuals coming up during the day. So there are technology drivers for us. Of course, I would not like to rank them, but these are the technology drivers which are influencing our industry from outside our gamut. It's like UAVs, autonomous vehicles, virtual reality, indoor positioning, cloud platform, Internet of Things, and wireless and broadband. These are some of the technologies which are driving our industry crazy every day. But at the same time, it makes a lot of opportunities for us, expanding and strengthening our value. So we also look at industry drivers. What are the industries which are driving us today? They're all like security, e-commerce, social media, advertising, engineering, business intelligence, and logistics. So these are the industries which are emerging and who are driving our industry. And moving beyond, we have a lot of value drivers. So we're no more a map maker for the sake of making cartographic maps only, or helping people to move from A destination to B destination. But the value of our technology is getting embedded into efficiency, precision, monitoring, analytics, safety, and ultimately leading to the productivity. So this is the kind of value our technology and our industry is making to our society. And then we have content drivers. The content is the king. Geospatial content is the king at the moment. And all that content is coming from sensors network. I would not get into details of acquisition process and processing technologies, but to me, all of them are sensors. Be it satellite, aerial, UAVs, ground level, or ground penetration radars. All of these sensors are observing our Earth and the activities happening around us on this planet as well as beyond our planet. So these are the content drivers of our industry. So what's happening with all these drivers is the geospatial value and business models, how it is going to be changing. I would like to say that we are about a $500 billion industry. It depends on the definition which you have put together. And out of this $500 billion industry, almost $300 billion industry is actually driven by the technologies which I talked in the initial part of my presentation, which means that the social media, advertising, location intelligence, e-commerce, logistics and supply, that's where a lot of location is getting into the place. And if you look at this slide, we are adding constantly a value and benefit to various industries, which I just talked about. And those industrial productivity is further helping to build the national economy. And when this is happening, this is also evolving our industry to be more solution-centric. That means we don't talk of the products, we don't talk of the stand-alone products today, we talk of the solutions, and that was communicated very well with the changing fabric of the value. And that evolving solution-centric industry is leading to convergence, integration, and implementation of this technology across nations, and which is again creating a new impact on the emerging business models. And this is how it is going to be. Look at 2000 and 2020. The solutions and system integration is going to be driving this business, and this is how this space is going. And we have done a study of collecting about 10 years of data in terms of how the products and the technology companies are demonstrating their benefit and what kind of message they are communicating into their press releases. And this is what we get is that more and more press releases today talk about solutions and system integration, which does not mean that products don't have the role, but products have the role to work with the system integrator companies as well as the solution companies rather than going standalone. And that's creating a collaborative business model, which means that we have to talk about sharing economy, which means let's share the information infrastructure and technology infrastructure to create solutions and create business. Software and content as a service, even hardware as a service, which talks about CaaS, SaaS, and HaaS. Software as a service, content as a service, hardware as a service. So it's going to be more of subscription-based industry. And business process modeling, which means that there are specific companies coming up which brings together the geospatial discipline on the one side and the industrial discipline like engineering or mining or energy disciplines on the other side, processing that businesses together to create a solution and pay as per values. Ultimately, our industry is changing where the customers are paying as per the value and the productivity rather than as per the technology. So that's a very key change which is happening in our industry at the moment. And this is the vision of our company, which is making a difference through geospatial knowledge in world and economy and society. So what I would like to communicate a message here is that the role of public sector is also evolving as per the evolution of the technology and the applications, whereas the role of public sector is more driven towards providing information infrastructure, providing conducive policy framework, encouraging industrialization and entrepreneurial development, and providing some kind of social mechanism which helps towards commercialization of capability and socialization of risk. And this is where I would like to acknowledge Dr. Catherine, the NOAA administrator, when I was talking to her in Geoplanary, that we talked about how important is that our industry, which is sometimes not able to meet or rather come in terms with the big changes happening around our influencing industries, which I talked about, like autonomous vehicles or e-commerce or media and advertising, that we need more and more entrepreneurial development, we need more and more startups, we need more and more encouraging policy frameworks so that we can harness that opportunity and play our role more significantly. So thank you very much.